Gracious me!
What is going on, guys? Tim here. Welcome back to the Road to Glory. Today's episode is going to be another live game. There wasn't an episode yesterday, of course, so don't worry, you haven't missed anything. There won't be an episode tomorrow, but there will be one Wednesday. I'll be back Wednesday, and it'll be a bit of gameplay and a recap of what has gone on then, what I've missed, essentially, what SBCs I've missed, and things and so on and stuff. So, I've got two new players in this team, one of which is kind of like a test to see whether it would be worth trying to get it, and the other one is just because I wanted another player to do a video on, and it just made more sense to do it on this account, and we could do rivals as well. I am, of course, talking about the Carnival Frank Ribery. He cost me 179k. I'm hoping to be able to sell him for in and around the same price. I may lose 10k or so, but it is what it is. It was a necessary evil to be able to stay on the account, to play rivals, to do this video, and so on and so forth. 5-star skills is what I'm interested in. Unfortunately, he has very poor stamina. Everything else about the card is decent, to be fair. Long shot's not the best, but he's got 5-star skills, so I'll let him off. But the stamina is poor. 64 stamina. Not happy about that at all. He'll probably have to come off at some point for Rivaldo, but it is what it is. The other player, of course, is going to be Socrates. This guy, I adore. I think as far as having him maybe as a striker is concerned, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I could play him as a winger, to be honest. There's so many options with this guy. You can play him as a striker, you can use him as a cam, you can play him as a left or right wing. Coming in back post, he could be instrumental. Would probably mean dropping... well, no, maybe best would go into the cam spot. Ronaldo striker, Socrates right wing, maybe even Ronaldo left, Socrates right, Ibra up front, and then best as the cam. Oh god, that could be deadly. I don't know. I don't know what I'm thinking, but you can get him for about 1.8 mil SBC wise. We already have a lot of what would be required to complete that card. So we could submit Nakata as the icon. We could do the first two. We could do the second one with the informs, cheap enough. We could do the 83, the 84, the 85 rated team with what we have. We could probably knock out an 88 rated or an 87 rated team with what we have, and then it would just be working towards what was left, which isn't that much really when you think about it, and we could have one of the best, if not the best cards in the game. More to the point though, I can review him, and without any further ado, let's get into the gameplay. And my opponent for my first game with this team and this player is not too bad at all. Some decent players knocking about there. That Falcao card, of course. Oh, God, he's done the Kazawa. I mean, you could argue that he needs him for Chem, but I would argue that he doesn't need him for Chem. There are other options. That is a very expensive player. And there was a comment on one of the videos. I think it was... He doesn't look that tall. He's 6'4". How tall is Ibra? 6'4", 6'5"? Doesn't look that tall. Goretzka's not as tall as him, I don't think, but he looks that tall. That's like, look at him. He doesn't feel that tall. Anyway, let's talk about something else. So there was a comment on that. He feels really short on that on one of the videos, the last Road to Glory or the Road to Glory before that I released, and it was about the Kazawa card, saying that Manolas was very much a similar situation where it wasn't that much better than the Juan Jesus SBC or indeed the what's his name, Skriniar League SBC card. So was there any point doing it essentially? Oh, that would have been a glorious goal. And my argument there is no, they're just too expensive. What EA were obviously planning was a coin sink. So what a coin sink is, just in case you didn't know, my team feels really fluid. I like it at the moment. We're playing really well. A coin sink is essentially something EA will put out to suck as many coins off the market as possible. Obviously, there are reasons EA do this. I think one of the reasons EA would have done it... Let's try something fancy. Oh, it kind of worked, and it will still work. Socrates! I don't know what foot he is. I forgot to look. Let's just try and juggle. Try and juggle. Come on, and again. Back he comes. And again. One more. oh, he's going to get a free kick. If he'd hit it one more and he was clean and I was in front of the defender, I would have just gone for goal with a volley. This guy is incredibly good. Already you can feel how good he is on the ball. But yeah, they knew this Carnival promo was coming, obviously. Let's try and send him around the outside of the wall here. It's going to be number 1, Frank Ribery. Hate that. But whatever. Take a shot and great save. I honestly thought he was going to score. That's a good save. They knew the Carnival event was coming. They knew the promo was happening. So what they wanted to do was suck as many coins off the market as possible. So when they released the SBCs, which, you know, they've got weekly objectives and people are loving that right now, and that's all well and good, and they should be loving it because it's essentially content for playing the game, which is the way the game should be. The other thing is SBCs, people love it because they can use what cards they've built up over time to be able to go towards those players. So we don't have to open packs necessarily, and people love that because obviously then it's classed as free content, which SBCs isn't technically free content, but it kind of feels like it is. So that's cool. Hang on, we've got a chance to cross the ball in here. Oh, it's going to go to, of all people. I mean, to be fair, best is not that bad in the air, but still. Yeah, so what they did was they put a coin sink in there. People were using all of their high-rated cards for Kazawa. They bring out Hulk. They make people want to get Hulk. They don't have any cards left, obviously, because they've just sunk them into Kazawa, and now you have to go open packs. That was the whole point I'm trying to make. They did it with Manolas. They released a promo either during the Manolas SBC or just after, and now they've done it with Kazawa again, and people are crazy enough to fall for it. If it fits into your team, then I'm not saying that you shouldn't do it. Of course I'm not. But my argument in that sense is that there are cards out there equal to, if not better than, and far cheaper. Oh, go on. I just wanted to flick it up. I tell you what, though, I really like him. Really, really like him. Him and Roberto Baggio, I've got an instant love affair with. Like, straight away with Roberto Baggio. As soon as I gave him the ball, I knew I needed him in my team. It was kind of like, right, this guy is crazy good. And it's the same with that Socrates card. As soon as I gave him the ball, his movement for someone as 6'4" is incredible. Already, I love him. So, the main talking point of this video is going to be a comment left by Mohammed Abdul. I'm probably mispronouncing your name, and I do apologise. I'd like to read the entire comment if I can, but I don't think I'm going to be able to with any great success because I am being dominated for the last sort of 5 minutes in game. I've been under the cosh slightly. I should be trying to send Frank Ribery through here. He's only got 60-something stamina, but it could be enough. Hit the ball, Frank. Oh, it's in the back of the net. He's got the pace. Frank Ribery's back. I don't like him being number 1. I really should have checked the number beforehand. That's it. You cover it, Ibra. He's number 9, I swear. So, no disrespect, blah, blah, blah. We'll skip that a little bit. Please, I beg you, and other YouTubers and everyone, please stop buying FIFA points. If we really want EA to change its money-thirsty policies, we have to stop giving them our money. $60 is already enough. And then he goes on to tell me that I should be buying, if I absolutely, you know, he knows it's my job and I have to buy FIFA points, blah, blah, blah. But if I absolutely have to buy something, buy coins. Because then I can instantly buy what I want. It's not giving EA money. If anything, it's hurting EA's bottom dollar. So it'll force them essentially to change their ways. I more than understand what you're getting at, how you get in there, etc. But the problem the problem I have with it is I need to buy FIFA points to create content, right? Now, I'm not against buying coins. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Oh, that's got to be obstruction. It's got to be a 3-match ban. No, I'm not against buying coins. I've got a coin sponsor. I think it's... And I don't think it's perfectly fine for you to be able to buy coins. I do feel a little bit like it is slightly immoral. I need to do it at the moment to facilitate and sort of supplement the ad revenue. It helps tremendously. I'm very close to the point where I may not need it much longer. I'm kind of hoping that as we progress through to FIFA 20. Go on, up and over again, Frank. Unlucky. He likes to make those runs, I tell you what, but he is almost on his arse when it comes to stamina. Yeah, I'm hoping going into FIFA 20 I may be able to say to the coin sponsor, hey, I'm dropping you. But, you know, at the moment I can't, so I'll continue with it. This guy does not like to close down. Fair play to him. He's got a very good team, but he's not so much savvy upstairs. Although saying that, second half performance will be much better from him, I'm sure, and he'll dominate me, and then I'll lose the game 2-1. despite having more possession. It's just the way that the game goes for me. See, I always go off on a tangent, and then I'm like, hang on, where was I? No, like I said, I'm not against buying coins. I'd like to be in a position where I don't need a coin sponsor anymore, and if you want to buy coins, I don't think you're scum. I don't think people who promote coins are scum. If money's in it and fair play, why not go for it? And if anything, yeah, people not buying as many FIFA points, and if they see a decline in the number of FIFA points sold, EA might go, right, okay, time to change our ways. But to be honest, the movement that you would have to create to stop EA putting FIFA points into their game and charging as much as they do would have to be monumental. Like, Bateson alone puts thousands and thousands of pounds into this game every single iteration. Every single new FIFA that comes out, he will plough thousands of pounds into it. He claims it back, I would assume. I think you can do it. I don't do it personally, but I think you can claim some back, or you can get the tax off it or something like that, which is awesome. I should probably look into doing that. But there's a story behind my FIFA points. The other thing, of course, is he earns it all back in revenue from the game. People from the views on his videos will essentially are paying him to open packs. So I don't quite have that luxury. In a way I do, but kind of not at the same time. Like, he can put, like, I don't know, 10,000 FIFA points on, or 12,000 FIFA points on, open packs for a promo, and the video that he uploads will more than pay for those FIFA points, kind of. That's a great goal, and that's just typical of what happens in my FIFA history. He hasn't had a shot on target all game. Straight from kickoff, second half, bang, goal, 1-1, even though I've got nearly 60% possession. Is it bad defending? No, I don't think it was on that instance. Normally it is, but not then. Crazy. Is what it is. It's a great goal, but it's just one of those things where it's just annoying, isn't it? So, yeah, you're going to need to stop the likes of Bateson, Castro, even, Nep and the rest of them. And that's just to name but 3 people. When I, before I even started YouTube, back in FIFA 12, the year before I started, I dread to think how much money, maybe 4 grand, and I wasn't even making videos. I put 4 grand into FIFA to buy points. FIFA 10, FIFA 11 and FIFA 12. I think FIFA 11 was my worst FIFA, and by worst I mean the FIFA that I put the most points into. I must have spent £6,000 that year. Like, I really went for it. I had the best team you could buy. The best La Liga side money could buy, because they didn't really have that many. They didn't have that much in the way of promos or anything. So it was literally just get Ronaldo, get Messi, get Neymar and such. Or if Neymar even played for them, then I can't remember. But get the best players from that league you can without buying the informs and stuff. And I put so much money into it, and there wasn't any SBCs. Just all the rubbish, just buying everything you could. But you can't stop people like that. People enjoy doing it, and I get where you're coming from. I really, really do, and I understand. But I don't think even if they dropped sales by half, I still think nothing would change. They wouldn't improve their content because people have stopped buying. What the hell is going on? Well, that's not what I did. I literally went to put the ball in the box, and something flicked on me, and that was not the ball I played. Love this game at times. It really is one of the best sports games out there. Speaking of sports games out there, where's the new boxing game? I need a new boxing game. For as much as people love boxing these days, where is it? Come on. There is Socrates, through on goal. Not going to catch him, and even if you do, he's got the strength to hold you off. Oh, look, just as I'm about to pull the trigger, scripted. And that's what I did. Brilliant. I don't believe in scripting before anybody starts calling me out in the comments. But that was ridiculous from Ibra. Like, I didn't do that, did I? Come on. I wouldn't have, no one can react that quick. I need to calm it down and get the ball back a little bit and keep some possession. There's Socrates again, who by far, he's not my favourite player. He's just lost me the ball and probably cost me a goal. Great save, Handanovic. Let's get that ball out. Did he? Best just stop. I mean, we're going to get there with Ibra, but that's really not the point. Best literally just stopped his run. I urge everyone to go back and have a look to see when I actually pressed the power for Ibra to pass that and when he actually tried to pass it, because they were not close. Lost the grip on this second half, as I told you I would, and I don't understand why it happens or how it happens. And I know it happens in real life, but not every game. It's crazy how often I will dominate a first half of football, brilliant, and then all of a sudden, second half, not be able to get anywhere near it. I'm playing exactly the same. I'm not doing anything different, really. Can I... not what I did. Move to the... Why is he backing away? He stood there. The guy's reeling from it. He's on his heels. I'm on my toes. I'm ready to go. And I'm pushing the stick towards him. And he stands there hovering, waiting for the guy to, gather his thoughts. And we're losing 2-1. And I hate this game with a passion. I really do. Bad defending, probably. Probably the worst player you've ever seen. I am going to need to take Ribery off because his energy is gone. And I knew that was going to be the case. And that will reflect the video, I'm sure. But... Wow. Yeah, so, I mean, to sum up that, I don't really know what I was going to say with regards to... Let me bring Rivaldo on as well. I mean, I don't know what else to say about the FIFA point thing. I understand where you're coming from. The less people that buy the FIFA points, the better, in theory at least, because then it means EA will stand up and take notice people aren't enjoying the game, so they try and improve it. At the moment, though, right, I like the content. I think what they should do is kind of what they've done with this carnival thing, right? They've put some things in packs for people who like to open packs with points or packs with coins or whatever they want to do. They've put some things in packs. That's awesome. They need to make weekly objectives more of a thing like they have now with these players. Each promo should have at least 4 players for weekly objectives. Different, not all single match objectives, but just, different random objectives. I like that. It's good. It's clever. It gets people playing the game. It gets people using different cards, different game modes and such and what have you, and it's fun. And this is going to be a flick up and a twat. There you go. Socrates, mate, I need you in my life. That was a great goal. What a fantastic finish. And you could argue that's a kickoff goal, I suppose, because I think I didn't lose possession from kickoff. That's a great goal. I wish you could select boots for players. That really needs to come in, though. If boots are in the game and... you can, in career mode, you can give whatever player boots... Well, maybe you can't. I don't know if you can. But I can give like a custom player boots. They should buy the licensing rights to be able to say, look, I want to give my player... I want to give a player boots. I should be allowed to do it. Then I'd love to be able to put some nice boots on the icons, because I'm having to deal with these chocolate banana boots that he's got right now, and I'm just not a massive fan of it at all. Some EA branded boots. At least if they can't do it through licensing, because certain players are sponsored by certain companies and they can't wear different boots, blah blah blah. I understand that. Maybe you can't pay for it. Maybe it's personal things, licensing or whatever. EA should then either create their own sexy boots, or like they do with the kits, create boots, put them in a store for us to buy, and then maybe they can reduce the level of FIFA points or something, or make them as unlockables through doing certain things. That would be kind of cool, but just my opinion. What else were we saying here? I just on the whole FIFA point thing, I understand, but I just don't think that they'll ever do it. And if we get one every other promo that is for the players, so for instance this carnival thing, in my opinion, you can grind this and that's fun, and you don't need to open packs, so that's awesome. So the next promo, Foot Birthday, make it more of a pack orientated promo. Still give us some stuff we can grind towards weekly objectives and SBCs, but make it more of a pack promo. If they want to do one every other, I personally don't have a problem with it. Socrates is injured. There is no way he is leaving the field. I personally don't have a problem with them doing one every other promo. That doesn't bother me. I'm happy with that, and I don't put FIFA points in past launch day or launch week. I put however many points I put on, a ludicrous amount, and then that's it. I just leave it. I haven't put any on. Well, I did the other day when I bought the ultimate packs, but that was just a moment of weakness. I wouldn't normally do that, but is what it is. I like it though. I don't mind it, and you don't. Who cares if people can buy FIFA points and build awesome teams? I've put no FIFA points onto this account. I haven't played it for an excessive number of hours, and I have one of the best teams you can get. Realistically anyway. It's just, you don't need to put money into it. I think they need to change the way that they do the FIFA points thing. Either lower the price of packs, or they need to say, right, well, you are guaranteed this rating for this pack. So at least when you put your money on, you are guaranteed a certain... What the hell is that? Never mind, great goal. I meant to do that, 100% meant to... Fabinho is one of the best cards in the game, and I won't have anyone else say another word about him. Fantastic. Yeah, they just need to say, look, 100k pack, guaranteed 86 rated player. 125k pack, guaranteed 87 rated player. Because it's a bit unfair that the way that they do it is that you could literally open the best pack in the game that costs you 20 to 25 quid and you could not even get a board. Like, that's happened. That's unbelievable. Can you imagine getting an 82 rated player in an ultimate pack? Crazy. I opened 6 back to back and I didn't get one walkout. In fact, my highest rated player was Lacazette, and that was the only 85 I got in 6 ultimate packs. I've never been so disgusted in all my life. And I was going to say, and I've been to Scunthorpe, but no disrespect to Scunthorpe. You know, any place name that's got a swear word in their name is a friend by me. The interesting point I was going to make about FIFA points was I got a massively cheap deal last year. Going to go for a low driven here across the face of the keeper, and I've missed with Fernando Torres, and that's why he doesn't start. But we won the game. It was an angry game. I wasn't enjoying myself. Well, that's a lie. I did enjoy myself first half. Second half was not so much great, especially when he scored that second goal. But we came back. We got a bit of a luck of our own, swings and roundabouts, and there we go. Happy days. I would not be as understanding and swings and roundabouts talk if I'd lost that game, but it is what it is. The guy had a good team, to be fair. I just think for the team that I had, I should have been comfortable. But then, you know, it's not all your team. It's not all about your team. I'm lucky I got that shot off, really, because normally what happens is he takes the leg when you swing it back. But happy days we scored. Socrates was incredible. 1 goal, no assists, but 1 goal. Goretzka played all right as well, actually. Of course, we were a 20-game loan with Goretzka. I knew it would come in handy at some point, and it's given us the chem to Ribery. But that was decent. I enjoyed that. For the most part. Bit of AIDS on both sides, but there we are. Genuinely. Oh yeah, FIFA points, that was it. Normally, I load up between 30 and 50,000 FIFA points, and obviously you can work out how much it is, but 70 quid for 12,000 points. It adds up. It's a lot of money, right? I think I normally spend about 280 each year on FIFA, plus the price of the game, obviously, which isn't cheap, especially when you buy the best version to be able to play it as early as possible. So, you know, I'm spending over 300 quid each FIFA. This year, though, and then that's only, what, 48,000 FIFA points? This year, I've opened 200,000 FIFA points. My Road to Glory account is arguably, by the way, as good as my main account that I've opened 200,000 FIFA points on. But the reason I've managed to open so many is because on PC, you could buy FIFA 18 points so cheap, and you can still do it, but you can't transfer them anymore. If you go onto eBay, you can have a look at how cheap they were. I was buying 12,000 FIFA points for a tenner, 10 quid, which is about, I don't know, what, $15, maybe even less than that. 12,000 FIFA points, and what I was doing was putting them on a FIFA 18 account. I was doing this before FIFA 19 came out. Putting them on FIFA 18, loading up as many as I possibly could. I didn't have a lot of money at the time, otherwise I would have really rinsed it. But going through summer as a YouTuber, when you're a FIFA YouTuber, you don't get a lot of money because the game is dead, right? So I was loading up as much as I possibly could, and then when FIFA 19 came out, I obviously did a one-time transfer. Bang! I had 170,000 FIFA points, and we did pack openings galore at the very beginning of FIFA. I think I did live streams and such. What a goal this is by Socrates, by the way. And that's one of the reasons why I need him, because Baggio is just as good as doing that. Baggio or Socrates or both would be absolutely phenomenal. Phenomenally. I don't know how that would work, though, if I did. I would have to get rid of Best and Rivaldo. But either way, that's what I did. I've actually got 60,000 FIFA points ready for next FIFA as well, because I bought them just before the cut-off point, because FIFA 17, you could do it. You could buy FIFA 16 points. FIFA 18 you could do it. You could buy FIFA 17 points and just load them onto your account, and it would be on your FIFA 18 account. They've stopped doing that this year, which is really frustrating, because otherwise I would have the best team in the game. I would have spent so much on FIFA points because they're so cheap, but it is what it is. I've got about 60,000 on an account ready for next year as well, which I wish I'd had enough money to buy more, but unfortunately I didn't. They screwed me over, actually, because it didn't give me the chance to do the one-time transfer on one of my accounts. And I ended up I ended up losing, I think, about 40,000 FIFA points on an account. On FIFA 18, I've got 40,000 FIFA points on an account somewhere, but it won't let me transfer to FIFA 19, and the deadline's passed, and they didn't want to help me. So, is what it is. But yeah, that's my story. That's why I've managed to sort of get as many FIFA points as I managed to get. But what the hell is going on? Unless they lower the points down again, I am going to struggle going into FIFA 21, sorry, but you know, that's ways down the road. Hopefully I'll be rich by then. That's going to do it for today's episode. On first glance, that Socrates card, magnifique. If it wasn't so expensive, I would definitely be doing it. To be honest though, I could work my way towards it, but I know what'll happen. I'll start working my way towards it. I'll submit everything I've got in my club as far as up until I can. I'll have like 2 or 3 things left, and then they'll release Jari Litmanen and they'll release Gerrard, like one after another, or even the same day. And then I won't, you know, I'll be 3/4 of the way through Socrates. I'll be nowhere near completing either Litmanen or Gerrard, and then I'll be like, And plus, if I do get Socrates, do I then say, well, I'm not going to get Litmanen because he's not going to be a CDM, and I would need a CDM to go in there, and then what do I do? But then I could get rid of Best, and I could get rid of Rivaldo, and then I could just use cams as wingers and such. There's a lot to think about here, there really is. I mean, I played that game with Ibra and Fabinho off chem, and it was alright actually, which was quite surprising. I'm a stickler for chemistry though, I need it there. I'm definitely going now though. I apologise, no episode yesterday, and I apologise there won't be an episode tomorrow, but unfortunately it is what it is. I will still hopefully have 2 videos for you. I just didn't want to put 4 live games back to back to back to back, because it would just be boring, me talking absolute nonsense. If you have enjoyed this waffle fest, then do me a favour and smack the like button. I've been disconnected. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.